Yay. You are in fact live.
Something.
Till I collapse.
Till I collapse.
I'm just waiting for we're just mid-conversation, all of a sudden I just hear under the desk.
Fucking brilliant.
Also, why is it a furnace in my room? Jesus.
Oh dear, my laptop is not muted. There we go. I like to have my laptop to see chat.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go turn down the AC a degree because it is hot in here.
I made a. The title makes us, a nod to Eminem.
Okay, I'm back.
The title makes a small nod to Eminem, a song that is called "Till I Collapse."
Oh.
Rain, rain, go away. There we go, just like magic. See, each of these has an output rate of 16 EU per tick. 16, 32, 64. There we go. And then this would therefore be 128 EU per ticks, which is medium voltage, which would be enough for medium voltage. Alright, but nothing more. So all of this is running off of medium voltage, which is a little concerning, but at least I'm making progress on the server. I made an industrial grinder.
Yay.
Or as Lucidion put it, Tinder for gay engineers.
Brilliant. Does anyone even still play on the server?
Toad was on earlier. Lucidion was on earlier.
Oh. I straight up just don't have time to play on it.
Yeah, I didn't earlier, but no, I still don't, but I do anyway.
Brilliant.
Because, well, I mean, I've been playing in Galaxy server, same mod pack, so I've kind of figured out a little more how everything works, which is nice. Did you know that you can upgrade thermal expansion machines?
Really?
Yeah, they're called upgrade kits. Like the redstone furnace and the pulverizer and the compactor.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I'm currently just tuning my recommendations because YouTube has decided, hey, let's recommend this person a bunch of children's content for no goddamn reason.
I wonder if
why am I getting recommended nursery rhymes? What the fuck?
Such riveting content.
I've never displayed interest in these before.
I wonder if I should just make an array of 5 electrolyzers.
I literally said get rid of Peppa the Pig and put it back. Fuck you, YouTube.
Okay, literally. I'm pretty sure YouTube just fucking ignores those. Oh dear, I have poisoned myself.
No, because it's worked for some channels that I've done it on.
Oh dear, why have I respawned here? I've respawned at your base. What the hell?
Also, like on Thursday night, I did like a bunch of DoorDash runs with my friends, and all of a sudden I'm getting like 10 million DoorDash ads. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Wait, so you were delivering for DoorDash?
No, I was helping them deliver. basically just chilling him with the car because that job's boring as shit.
So here I am sprinting all the way back to my house. Oh my goodness, I forgot to change my scene. Ah!
Wait, did you just have it on like starting soon this entire time?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Brilliant.
Oh my goodness. So people just heard me die and they're like, wait, what the fuck happened? And by people, I mean no one was watching, but whatever.
Yeah, you weren't exactly streaming at an opportune time, my good friend.
1 in the morning.
Yeah. Wait, 1 in the morning? Oh, wait, yeah, it's... Fuck.
It's also my second stream today, so YouTube's not going to recommend it.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Twitch be like that sometimes as well.
But hey, I got an automatic rubber tree farm.
Nice.
Automatic sugarcane.
See, I already completed my one goal of the server, and that was to make a bar, also known as the lemonade stand. And
You should make it better.
And then I was done. It's a lemonade stand. It doesn't need to be any better.
Make it an actual bar.
See, that requires me to have time, and I have to put time into other things now.
Oof.
So...
That's why you didn't participate in the art jam either.
Exactly.
I was too busy crying.
I was too busy with a lot of things.
And then one day I'm like, you know what, maybe I should stop crying, and then I stopped crying. Just kidding, I still cry.
Oof. See, I'm gonna have to get an essay done early this week because I'm working a show all the way out in fucking Vegas over the weekend, which is very fun. And I mean that sarcastically and not sarcastically.
I mean, Nevada's not that far from...
Yeah, so there's pros and cons. It's cool because, you know, Vegas, but I've been there before, so I know what it looks like. But it's... Last time I was there, it was hot as shit. And you leave smelling like an ashtray. Everyone there smokes. Everyone. I'm not joking. But it's also in Vegas, so... It's also a 4-hour drive there. So that's very fun. So I get to do an essay, and then I have to come home on Sunday and do a geography test for my World Civ class. Very fun.
Ew.
Yep.
World Civ?
World Civilization. Yes, that is a class that I'm required to take. The professor had to give like a 40-minute lecture as to why the class was relevant the first day.
Meanwhile, the class I had to take was international relations.
That one's semi-important. World Civ is about stuff that happened like 20,000 years ago.
I mean, I've had to take humanities classes, and it's just, okay, my professors were like, okay, I know half of you don't give a shit, but the other half that do, here's, like, the interesting things.
Let me see if he's posted anything yet.
Because, like, to be fair, we really didn't give a rat's ass.
No.
And, like, the professors knew that. Like, there are a bunch of, like, why do I as an engineer care?
Yeah, it's dumb. Also, I'm required to take a religion class. I have to do it for 2 semesters, which is very fun.
A what?
a religion class, just a class about religions.
Like, what?
Don't ask why.
What kind of college are you going to?
Well, it's 2 semesters, so it's not that bad as like other colleges that I've seen. One college was like, "Yeah, you do so much religion work here that you get a minor in it." I'm just like, why? So not as bad as you might think.
It's like you get a
But
minor in theology because you want to be a fucking engineer. Like, how
yeah,
does that gonna help you?
and it's like, oh, you want a double major or a major minor in something else? Well, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that was a dumb school. But this one is not that bad. It's just the religion class is fucking boring. And it's my longest class. It's an hour and 40 minutes.
Ew.
And she does pop quizzes. Which I just want to punch her in the face for that.
It's like, you're not prepared because you don't understand the material? Fuck you.
See, I'm just kind of bullshitting my way through right now because she like, her participation thing is like based on the readings. So I just like let 1 or 2 people speak and then I bullshit out the answer and it has 100% success rate so far. And the only time I do the reading is when I have to write about them. Also, for some odd reason, she's like making her classes in like a couple random places around the campus, and one of those places is like on the complete opposite side of the campus compared to my class that's before it, and I have to get there in 10 minutes. I'm just like, why? Why do you do this?
Like, I know my way around campus stupidly well to the point where I can actually pull it off. But
Same. I actually know a decent amount.
And keep in mind, I live at a huge university.
My school's like medium sized. It's not like small as shit where you could like get from the opposite side in like 2 minutes. But because I've been to schools that are like that.
I go to a big dick college.
Let me see how many total students are at my college. How many total students? All right. I almost said it out loud. I was like, I probably don't want to dox myself.
I am streaming. A total of 1 person might hear what college you go to. Unless somebody watches the VOD, which nobody does.
Okay, so they have like around like 5,000 students.
Alright. So, what I was doing last is that this nuclear reactor has no fuel cells in it. That's a bad thing.
Oof.
Because now my electrolyzers are going off of reserve power. Also,
you want to see the Welcome to California. Average cost after aid, $30,000.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is why I'm a commuter, and I drive there, because I save myself like 20 grand.
I'm technically a commuter, but I live off campus, so...
Yeah, I don't live off campus yet. But I'm paying 15 grand a year, so I'm quite above average.
Okay.
But they charge like 20 grand for really shit housing, and I'm just like, really? Really?
This place charges like fucking what, 5,000 a semester for really shitty dorms.
Yeah, they charge 20 grand a year for really shitty dorms. Like, I've seen schools that charge less for better. What I find really funny about this school, it's technically a religious university, but like maybe 10% of the people that go there are actually religious. Like, there's a place that you can go and there's just like a fucking bowl of condoms. I'm not kidding.
A bowl of condoms?
Yes.
Brilliant.
And you can just take them. So not really a religious school. They just kind of like have the option to be religious. They're just like, hey, you can do this here, and they pretty much have an option for every religion, which is cool if you're religious. I'm not very religious, so. But their like one requirement is like, hey, you have to take 2 religion classes. Why? Fuck you. We're not telling you. I gotta say, I do like my poli sci class because he doesn't assign writing. He just says like, do the reading and then make a comment on like a thread, and then we talk about it in class. I'm like, thank you for being chill. And then every other class I have is pretty chill as well. So, but I'm not looking forward to having to do an essay early.
I'm trying to decide what I want to get done on the server. I have 7 stacks of rubber wood, and I should probably get to refining that. I figured out that I can use an industrial centrifuge to... Due to the distance I will have to make these travel, I will probably want to use an ender chest, but actually no, that'd be kind of...
Also, my school decided to not be like a normal college and, use Canvas. They decided instead, hey, let's use this thing called Blackboard, which is broken as shit.
My college was the opposite. They used to use Blackboard, but then they discovered Canvas, and they were like, Blackboard shit.
Yeah, Blackboard fucking sucks. It's like the worst thing ever. It doesn't work it barely works on your phone. Like, if you can call it working. You can't do shit on it. And on the computer, I was trying to help a certain someone, you know who, like find their homework, and we could not find it. We were just like, well, shit.
Brilliant.
Yeah. My school's dumb, but it's not horrible.
Do I have ender pearls? No. Do I have my transmutation shard? Yes, I do. And suddenly, just like that, I have ender pearls.
Hey.
Do I need every other ingredient in the recipe to be in my inventory before I can craft this?
I'm surprised my YouTube channel hasn't dipped in subscribers because I haven't uploaded in 2 months.
I mean, I'm kind of an infrequent uploader, but for some reason I have 60 subscribers now. And
what were you saying?
And I have a feeling Twitter has something to do with it.
Probably, considering you all of a sudden just exploded on Twitter. Like, how and why do you have 160 followers?
That is a good question. Does this modpack have computers? It does. It has computer craft. I can... Apparently, there is a thing called a command computer, which takes a command block as a crafting ingredient. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, in what scenario would you get a command block in vanilla?
Just craft it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
If you have to spawn the command block in to make the command computer, why not just make the command computer something you have to spawn in?
You know the feeling when there's a lot of things you wish you would mute on Twitter, but if you don't, you know you'll miss you'll like miss something that suddenly becomes not okay to say. So you're just like, well, I have to deal with this.
Something about muting? I kind of lost you there.
Oh, uh, basically, every once in a while I'll go through and mute words on Twitter. Like for example, a certain someone's need to constantly post stuff about a certain cosplay character. I'm not naming any names, but
Astolfo?
huh?
Astolfo?
No. It's the person Kitty always fucking posts about.
Oh.
And even though they have a separate fucking account for it, they still post it on their main. So I'm like, fuck this, I'm muting it. I can't do that on Instagram, so I just had to straight up mute her account. I was like, this is too cringy. I can't take it. But I really just don't like drama, so I would normally like mute other words that commonly are in drama. The problem is sometimes those words show like, hey, this isn't okay to say anymore. And usually I don't say stuff that's bad, but who the fuck knows what will become like not okay anymore? So I'm just like, fuck.
I need obsidian, but I don't want to gather obsidian. How do I craft obsidian? Water cells and lava buckets. Brilliant. Or just 2 logs. Hey. Transmutation stone? You're coming in handy again. Oh, we need blaze rods. Where did I store those? I swear I had some. Huh.
Also, I fucking hate the fact that after, YouTube gaming stuff being a thing, they were just like, oh, we're going to resubscribe to all the channels that you unsubscribed to because you were subscribed to them as well on that platform as well. I'm just like, why?
It's like, fuck off, YouTube.
So every once in a while, I just get channels that I'm just like, who the fuck are you? Like, I do not remember you people.
Brilliant.
I don't feel like going through my sub list again. On one light note, most of them don't upload anymore, so it's not like they're flooding my subscriptions 95% of the time. But I'm just like, who are you people?
Okay, so it looks like using ender chests is out. Let's just use a bunch of item ducks instead. Hopefully I don't need too many.
Oh yeah, my chair also broke recently, so I'm using this one like temporarily right now because I keep forgetting to bring the chair I used to use like at home when I was on a laptop, and it's the squeakiest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Have you seen a picture of my broken chair?
Yes, I saw. Mine was pretty much the same way. It just did that. And I was just like, I just like. So here's the thing. My studio is at my mom's studio because it was most convenient that way, and she teaches little kids at the studio. But she closed the door to my studio. But I'm just like, okay, you could be talking with the parent, and the kid could just go in there. And I think a kid tried standing on my chair or something and fucking broke it. Because I came in there and it was just like like the same way your chair was. I'm just like, that doesn't happen normally.
It's like I suggest follow, or
Yeah.
I suspect follow. I'm
Foul play.
follow.
Buddy. So.
Sorry, I'm a little sweepy.
So I was just like, okay. So once I get my new chair, I'm kind of like waiting to get a lock here before I bring my new chair here. Because I don't trust people. Hello, Alpha.
Alpha! How are you doing?
I'm still not used to that voice changer, and I've heard it for like 3 years.
Try playing League of Legends with this guy, where you gotta communicate.
It sounds like he's just continuously blowing his nose.
This is the type of teammate that just says nothing but just wrecks the enemy's shit, and it's just like.
That's amazing. Alright.
That's why I love playing with him. And when he does talk, he's funny. So how are you doing, Alpha? Ooh woo. I swear. Oh right, I was going to make a servo. Could I forget that? Maybe it's because I'm tired as fuck, but I can't sleep. Because story of my life. Do 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 do. How the fuck?
What?
That's a lot of rubber wood. So I figured out that rubber wood can
Can what?
can be centrifuged.
Oh.
Also, you should be going to input. Are you going to input? Yes, you are going to input. Okay. I confused myself. Because whenever I don't see a servo on a machine, I'm like, wait a minute, is that actually supposed to be? I can actually take these servos. Because I don't need them here anymore. But whenever I see a servo on the machine, I'm like, or don't see a servo, I'm like, is this supposed to be input? No, it's actually output. It just outputs automatically.
Brilliant.
So I think the industrial centrifuge is done. Oh, so yeah, I used the industrial grinder to grind up all of my not cobblestone, my netherrack, and made some netherrack dust, and then I centrifuged that and made, what did I make with that? I made a bunch of redstone. Netherrack. Let's see, usage, industrial grinder, netherrack dust, usage, redstone, sulfur, pulverized coal, and gold nuggets. 1 for every 16. You know, I wonder. Are you fucking serious?
What?
What the fuck is this? Hold up, I'm gonna... Okay, I'll take 2 screenshots. This... Or, hold on. This... And then... That. This makes no fucking sense. Actually, I'll just send you 1 screenshot, because... Copy... Paste... There you go. You see that? You want to know what that liquid is?
What?
It's compressed air.
What? Excuse me?
That's not how that works. You can't just place compressed air on the ground and treat it like it's a liquid. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure if you were to open a canister of compressed air, it would not just fall to the ground and act like it's water.
That's amazing.
It's just one of those things that you have to go, why? This defies all logic.
Logic? What's that?
Logic? Who needs that? Why the fuck are there rubber tree saplings here? How did they get here? Wait, what? What? Uh, no, stop it! I need a filter on you. I need to go make a filter. Because that should not be happening. Like, I know why that's happening. It shouldn't be happening. I didn't think about that earlier. I didn't think about the only reason that that was working earlier and why that suddenly wouldn't. Just gonna boop. I want to whitelist, and it's going to be. Nah, fuck. I hate the industrial foregoing automatic farms or automatic planters because they just randomly decide, hey, I want to only use 1/9 of the area that I can until that 1/9 has all of its seed slots filled, and then I'll use the second 9th. I'm like, why? It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
Just stop it. It'll only work at full efficiency if the fucking thing is full of seeds. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, this is an additional source of methane, which is nice. I like methane. I need more item duct. Please say I have some laying around somewhere. That'd be fucking dope. That's hardened fluid duct. Not what I'm looking for. In order to make item ducts, I need hardened glass. My hardened glass reserved seems to be running low. Wonder if in here I still have my... No?
This fucking chair.
Yeah, fuck the chair.
That's not what I meant.
That's what I meant. Ooh, woo.
What am I gonna do with you? Excuse me.
Yeah, do that. Big boy. Where did I put my transmutation stone? There it is. Now, if I want to grind this up, I will use a pulverizer. And not a redstone furnace, like my dumbass self tried to do. Where the fuck did I get all this sawdust from? What have I been fucking pulverizing? I probably have. How is that even possible? Cause this is. Oh no! I need filters. Oh no! Need lots of filters.
Rip.
I heard a minecart. I'm right next to my rail, and I look at the window, and there's no one there. Spoopy. What was I looking for again?
I don't know.
Oh, right, iron nuggets. Do I need to make more? I usually have some laying around somewhere that I always forget about. And then I make more, and I'm like, oh, hey, these are here. Oh, they're in my fucking hotbar. Okay, and so now I shall go through and blacklist my rubber wood so that I don't fucking pulverize it like a dumbass. What the fuck am I gonna do with all of this? Seriously.
It's your problem, not mine.
Sounds like a pretty bitch thing to say. Fitting for you. I can compress it and then make charcoal. Good enough. Ten stacks of fucking sawdust. Are you joking? How much sawdust did that potentially create? Or how much rubber wood did I waste? Okay, so lots. Just gone. Rip me.
Rip.
Oh my goodness, I have more. I sure do hope I have a use for this sawdust. And the... How's... What? How is that? No, please do not go into that chest. Granted, it's better than going into some of the other chests, but... This is fucking free methane. Why haven't I been doing this before? Probably because I don't need more methane, but shut up. Oh, right. I was making hardened glass earlier, and that was for a reason. Okay, and now I need another filter. Needing filters will be a recurring theme throughout this series. Because only methane is allowed to go in here. And now, that is allowed to connect. And it needs to connect to this junction right here. There we go, now I can free up some cells. Should I maybe make this tank taller? It's kind of full of carbon. Wonder if I could find another use for this carbon, like the hell's nitrocarbon? Used to make glycerol, which can be used to make nitro diesel or nitro coal fuel. Which sounds like another liquid to be combined with other shit, which is the opposite of what I want. What about helium? What does helium do? I can make it into helium-3, which I can make into helium plasma. Which is... What? Pardon me.
What?
8.192 million EU, excuse me?
What?
And I just need to... And all I need is a fusion control computer, which takes 32,000 EU per tick.
That's a lot.
Pardon me? And it the operation takes 1,024 ticks. So it costs 40 million EU to do.
Whew.
And it produces 8 million.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Actually, hold up. 32k times 1024. My bad, it doesn't. It takes 32 million. What? That still doesn't make sense. Why would you want to? Why would anyone do this? What? It makes no sense. You're fucking losing like 24 million EU? What? Why would you do that? It doesn't make sense. Well, they've been sent to the fucking rubber would have been sent to the furnaces instead. Lovely.
Brilliant.
I love this game. So I need to reinforce all of those before I can filter, because I need to filter lots of things. Before I do that, I'm just gonna disconnect that real quick so nothing gets automatically smelted. And I need a soul sand, a rubber, and a sticky resin to replace those filters, so I only have one of those things on me at the moment. Ooh. And finally, is soul sand, which I don't actually have. Oh, lag, thank you. There we go. Congratulations, Alpha. Nice, I can actually shift click into filters. And now I can reconnect this, right? Should be safe now. If not, then the point of me doing that was moot. So, Orphan, would you like to know how many stacks of rubber I have?
How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh.
Not gonna lie, this is actually pretty good. I also have a lot of charcoal. Not sure what to do with this. I can pulverize it into pulverized charcoal, and then electrolyze it into carbon cells. But do I really need more carbon?
Probably not.
I am just going to fucking stash this for now. Thank you very much. I do not feel like making that much fucking carbon. I've been streaming for almost an hour and I've gotten some things done, which is absolutely excellent.
Yay.
Appears that my cell shortage is getting the best of me now. Also, that is not going to do anything like that. Which... Which copper do I have? 2. I have 2 copper. Oh, no, never mind, I have 5. I need a quarry, man. Oh, hi, Alice. Sorry I haven't been checking chat. Wonder if she's still here. I probably should pay more attention to chat, but I don't. I'm a bad streamer. That's why I need co-hosts. So they can do the work of making the stream interesting for me.
Hee hee.
What should I do with the sodium? I can make sodium sulfide, which can be made into sodium persulfate, which can be used in an industrial grinder. What about... I can make a distillation tower for this oil, which will make both diesel and methane, and glycerol, and sulfuric acid. That's a lot of things. Honestly, that sounds like a pretty appealing process. I wonder if I could get my hands on some oil. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, my alpha. I'm going to drill some oil. Except how the fuck am I going to power that? Offshore pump. I can't just have a 500,000 leadstone flux ducts running to it, because... I suppose a flux capacitor could do. And then just ender chest it. Enter likes delay pipes. That is kind of true, but you know, shut the fuck up. Alright. So... Oh dear!
What?
I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11 stacks of rubber now. I'm making a lot of rubber.
You don't say.
Okay, what can I do with rubber?
Things. Make a shitload of wires.
So yes, I can make wires. Is that all I can do?
I don't know.
I'm checking. I can smelt it to make plastic, which can be used to make things. What can plastic do? It can make everything that rubber can. That's fucking great, except it can do a lot more. Makes machines. That's brilliant. Just in case I wanted conveyor belts. Or insulated rubber hose. Or... But
Got this like huge ass knot in my neck and it's hurting so much.
what the fuck am I going to do with all this rubber? Like, I know I needed rubber, but not this much. What the fuck is this? I know the fucking machine's about to make more. So, if you guys need rubber, let me know. I can make rubber sheets, which the fuck do those do? It's a floor. Does it prevent fall damage or something? Does it have any practical uses whatsoever? No, it does not. What the fuck's the point then? So this useless item. Fucking fantastic. Glad I made a bunch of this. What can this insulated rubber hose do? Nothing. Why the f... I'm mad at myself.
What did you do?
Because I just made a setup to mass produce an item that really didn't need mass producing.
Well, that's brilliant.
Basically, the most useful part about this setup is the side effects of mass producing the thing. So I get a small amount of ethanol. That's fan-fucking-tastic. At least this useless setup pays for itself. At this point, I might as well let it turn into charcoal. What the fuck else am I gonna do? It makes carbon too. Great, like I needed more fucking carbon. Or I could specialize that setup to make only carbon. Which might actually be more fucking useful. Look, why didn't I realize this earlier, that I was wasting my fucking time?
It's a good question.
Like, you know, I'm gonna need an awful lot of this rubber stuff. I might as well automate the process of it. It's like, okay, fantastic. I found the most efficient way of making rubber. And now I have, 11 stacks of it. And it's only going to get more and more and faster and faster. Like, this setup hasn't reached peak ridiculousness yet. And now I'm sitting here wondering, like, okay, yeah, great, I have this setup. What am I going to do with it? Why did I go through the effort of doing this? What's in it for me? It's like, oh, I can make a bunch of plastic. What does this plastic do? Well, I can make a bunch of shit I don't care about. I can mass produce dinghies. That'd be funny. Why would I do that? No idea. I could mass produce adult filters.
It's not just any filter; it's an adult filter.
And of all things, it takes an egg in its crafting recipe.
That's a joke.
This is a thing. Except I did just fucking. Why did I do this?
I ask that question myself a lot of the time.
I can make myself a straw.
Wow, what a groundbreaking invention.
I know, right? I can make the There's a leaf shearing add-on. Hold up. What can I use leaves to do? I can use them to make a bunch of plant balls, which can be macerated into a bunch of dirt. That's fucking brilliant. It can be compressed into compressed plants, which can then be used to make biocells, which can be extracted to make biofuel, which can then do nothing apparently. That's fucking brilliant. I can also make podzol, just in case I wanted to make podzol. Why are there so many fucking dead ends in this pack? Ah! I just want to do something with my rubber. I think this is the point where I go, you know what? I think I should walk over to that setup and just flick the lever and turn it the fuck off. Flick. And flick. I could kind of remake this to do something to mass produce another crop. But what crop would I mass produce? Wheat, which can be pulverized into flour, which can be made into bread. That's not very useful. What else can it do? It can be sawmilled into pulped biomass, and that biomass can be magma crucibled into biocrude, which can be fractioned into grassoline.
Grassoline?
Grassoline, which apparently does nothing. It's fucking brilliant. What else does this do? It's a dead end. It could be fermented into biomass. That's brilliant. So it looks like biomass is really the only thing this thing can make. It can make moldy wheat, because I would definitely want to make that. Okay, yeah, cool. I can make biomass. I can distill it into ethanol, which can be used in a diesel generator for 128,000 EU for an entire bucket. You know what? That's fair enough. So if I can mass produce ethanol, I can actually make a return on this investment. Just going to turn the plant gatherer back on and then break all these saplings. So if anyone would like rubber tree saplings, I've got some. I would be happy to lend you a few. And trust me, I will not need them back. Because reasons. So that's the last of the rubber trees that will be sent. And now that this area is pretty much completely clear, I can proceed to... Okay. So yeah, I can mass produce wheat. It looks like the best way to make a use of this would be to use a fermenter? Maybe? Looks like the only way would be to use a fermenter. Okay, so if I wanted to... Okay, fair enough. So this setup would require me to have a constant supply of dirt. Of all things. Mulch. be made by moistening decaying wheat and just like the fuck? I think mass producing dirt would be the easiest. Somehow I can mass produce dirt, right? Compost. Which I can use wheat or ash, but I think making dirt would be an interesting way to do it. Macerating a plant ball, maybe. Oh, so I can technically make dirt out of wheat. I don't understand how that works. I can make 8 wheat into a ball of wheat and then macerate it to get dirt. I'm not exactly sure where in that process dirt magically comes into the equation, but I'm sure it made sense to someone at some point. And I need to tell that someone that they're fucking retarded. But you know what? In this situation, it is convenient. So I will allow it. Alright, so I need to start off by grabbing water, making sure that 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is just a kind of the odd one out. So, but I'll do this just so I can actually make use of land here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So, one, two, three, four. 2, 3, 4. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Alright. Now I will take an initial batch of seeds. There we go. And I can maybe find some more seeds. That was kind of wishful thinking. How about bone meal? I remember having some of that. Don't know where I put it, but I had some of it. Is it in my backpack, maybe? Could be. But it isn't. Oh well, guess I'll throw this in the pulverizer. My goodness. Alright. No game, please do not Machine, please do not produce more calcium. I do not need calcium. Can't believe I'm having to babysit my electrolyzer just so my bone meal doesn't go down the toilet. But you know, things. With that, comes the old tradition of holding right click on a crop until it just does everything for me. Boy, that was convenient. Alright. Now this filter should not be set to that. It should be set to this. And that filter down there should not be set to those. Should be set to these. There we go. I suppose the sludge could do something. Eventually. But I can't be fucked to process it right now. To be perfectly honest. Well. And now I put all this rubber away. So glad I made it. On the bright side, I'll basically never have to worry about this again. On the dark side, I don't think I'm going to use 16 stacks of rubber anytime soon.
Oh man, I have to work early in the morning tomorrow. Very fun.
You should probably go to bed.
Yes. So I'm gonna do that.
Good night, Orphan.
Good night.
And I think he's gone. He's gone. Alright. I should probably do something that he did, which was go to bed eventually. But I mean, where's the fun in that? Nah, am I right? At least I did something. And then I undid something. At least I'll have a potential use for fertilizer on the bright side. And now I have a machine that will essentially mass produce ethanol. Right. Except I need to fucking sleep. Bleh. I did not choose an opportune time for this. Alright. With that, I bid thy adieu.